की जय, श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत साई महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट महाभागवत श्रील गौरक्षरस बाबा जी महाराज की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट श्रील सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय, नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय, श्री रूपानुकूर्य गुरु वर्ग की जय, श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शार गोसाई प्रभु की जय, श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जय, नामचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय, सर्व अभिष्ट विदत गिरिराज महाराज की जय, श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंद की जय, श्री मुन देवी गंगा देवी की जय, श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय, श्री भक्ति देवी की जय, श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय, श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय, जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, जय श्री सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि की जय, जय श्री जगन्नाथ मिश्र साची माता की जय, श्री विश्वरूप की जय, जय श्री अ, श्री विष्णु लक्ष्मी प्रिय देवी की जय, श्री विष्णु प्रिय देवी की जय, जय स्वापार्षद श्री गौर हरि की जय, जय जगन्नाथ मिश्र महोत्सव की जय, जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल, जय श्री भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोसाई महाराज की जय, श्री भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय, श्री भक्ति दाई माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय, श्री भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोसाई महाराज की जय, श्री भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर गोसाई महाराज की जय, all the associates of Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Right. We'll do a very short Mangala Charan today, and then we will begin our reading. One second. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tar Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividido Gaudiya Gaurvandvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanaya Maya Bharati Mingilo Darakatan Udritya Jivaniman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukham Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje Vande Bhakti Vinodang Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudhanidhim Śrī Caitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Smara gadadara kelikalam Bhava gadadara pakshachara Shrinu gadadara charu kathang Bhaja Godruma Kanana Kunja Vidum. Tavaivasmi, na jivami tvaya vina. Iti vigyaya devi tvang, nayamang charanantikam. Bhaktya vihina aparada lakshay, kshiptashtaka dittaranga madhye. Kripa maitvam sharanam prapanna, vrinde namaste charanaravindam. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams, Nri Hari Prabhu, and Bhavatarani Mataji. I'm not sure if you're together. I just saw on Facebook it said Bhavatarani Mataji went to Vrindavan. Did you also go, Nri Hari Prabhu? Are you in Vrindavan now? Anyways, and Nitai Mukeshji and Guru Nishta Prabhu and Kesha Prabhu, Vidyalala Sadidi, Hari Priya Didi, and I see there are 7 devotees on YouTube and Facebook. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. But Dandavat pranams to all of you, and pranams to all the devotees watching in the future. Haribol. I hope you all had a wonderful Gaur Purnima celebration yesterday. Or I don't know, is it Gaur Purnima for some of you today? Anyways, yeah.
Oh, this is Hari Prabhu. Madhukar
Best Gaur
Prabhu.
Purnima I've had in a long time, actually.
Can you hear me?
So we will begin our program now. Oh, sorry. 1 second. My volume is down.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it was some kind of a mishap with the Facebook saying that Bhatrini went to India.
Okay. I was surprised. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't delete it because I want it to come true. It said I went to Vrindavan.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's what I'm trying to do with both of us.
I don't know how that happened. I just was looking at my profile.
Okay. I hope next year you'll be able to make it here to Navadip and be able to join our little Navadip program.
Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, we want to do that pretty much, very much so. Yeah, so we're watching you on the TV, on the YouTube, and we're both on the Zoom.
Okay, cool. Great.
We turn on both so that if we want to talk, we can use the telephone. So,
okay, perfect.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry.
No problem. Dandavat pranams to both of you. Haribol.
Thank you so much.
Haribol. All right, so we are beginning the speciality of the gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. This is written by my Śrīla Gurudeva, Nityalila Pravishta Śrīmad-Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. It was written in 1986 for the 500th anniversary of the advent of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. A little white booklet. So all of my Śrīla Gurudev's books would begin like this. He'd say, "We humbly offer this book to our beloved Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Vishnupad Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, who would always dedicate each of his publications to his Gurudev, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, with the following words. To my holy master, Shri Gauriya Vedanta Acharya Kesari, Nityalila Pravishta Vishnupad Ashotara Shatashi, Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, the best among the 10th generation of descendants in the Bhagavat Parampara from Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, and the founder of the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti and its branches throughout the world." Okay, so let's look at the contents of this book. So the personality of Godhead has 2 original eternal forms. And the unfolding of Shri Gaur Hari's astonishing compassion, the 3 unique purposes of Shri Gaur Hari's advent, 8 unprecedented distinctions of Shri Gaur Hari's compassion. And now, the 8 distinctions of Gaur Hari's compassion is no other incarnation bestowed bhakti upon all. And Shri Gaur Hari gives prem, pure love of God without considering qualification. Shri Gaur Hari surrendered to his mercy potency. Only the original Lord can exhibit all other forms of Godhead. Shri Gaur Hari's compassion unfolds fully. Shri Gaur Hari was inconceivably anxious to deliver all souls. Shri Gaur Hari, he who relishes ras to the highest extent and who is supremely merciful to all. And then the last one is an astonishing speciality of Shri Gaur Lila. And then Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's most sacred gift, Parakiya Bhav. So we will, where is it? I'm going to skip the introduction. Okay. The speciality of the gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. Oh, sorry, I didn't see everybody also. Haribol, no, never mind. Haribol, Raseshwari Mataji and Dira Mataji, and Haripriya Didi. Haribol. Right, so Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. Something interesting about this verse. This verse gives the very essence of Mahaprabhu's name, form, qualities, and pastimes. So I offer pranam unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is Sri Krishna himself. Having assumed the golden hue of Srimati Radhika, he is most munificently bestowing Krishna Prema, love for Sri Krishna, the rarest of all gifts. So first is his name, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Then his roop, his form, that's golden complexion, Gorat Vishay. And then his qualities, his gun, which is he is most munificent, he is Mahavadanya. And then his lila, his pastime, which is bestowing Krishna Prem. So this is the main pranam mantra for Mahaprabhu, spoken by Srila Rupa Gosvāmī, and it has, Mahaprabhu's Nam, Rup, Gun, and Lila in one verse. Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna, the son of the king of Vraj, is the condensed essence of eternality, cognizance, and bliss, and is the topmost aspect of the supreme absolute truth. He is Swayam Bhagavan, that form of the Lord who has no source other than himself, and who, from beginningless time, has appeared in unlimited forms. Among all these manifestations, his incarnations like Vasudev, Nārāyaṇa, Ram, and Nrsimha are his expansions, or aṅśhas. This is the philosophical conclusion. This is the Siddhanta, established in the Shrutis, Smritis, and other scriptures, including the crest jewel of all Puranas, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Just making sure my mic is plugged in. Yes, it is. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has two original eternal forms. Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the origin of all other incarnations of Godhead, has another eternal form, or swarup, that is not an expansion, and yet is eternally manifest with the very quality of being Swayam Bhagavan. The complexion of that swarup is not the bluish-black, the sham hue of Brajendra Nandan Shri Krishna. Rather, it is the color of gold. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Karabhajan Rishi speaks of the worshipful form of Bhagavan in Kali Yuga and the process of worshipping him. Krishna Varna Tvisha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayar Yajantihi Sumedasaha. That's Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 11th Canto, Chapter 5, verse 32. O King, he who perpetually performs kirtan of the two syllables Krishna. Shouldn't it be? I think it should be Krishna. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Whose complexion is Akrishna, which is the opposite of deep bluish black. In other words, Gaur, or golden, who is surrounded by his own expansions, his angas, such as Sri Nityananda Prabhu. his upangas, such as Śrī Advaita Acharya, his powerful weapons, his astra, in the form of Sri Krishna's holy names, and his dear companions, his parshads, such as Sri Gadadhar, Sri Swarup Damodar, and Sri Rai Ramananda, Srivas Pandit, and other pure devotees. That personality is worshipped by those with deep intelligence through the Sankirtan Yagya, the congregational chanting of the Lord's holy names, by which they make their lives successful. The prominent commentators on the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, such as Śrīla Sanatana Gosvāmī, Śrīla Jiva Goswami, and Śrīla Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, expounds the meaning of this verse on the unshakable foundation of scriptural evidence and irrefutable logic. They explain that Krishna Varnam means the two syllables Kri and Shna, or he who performs the kirtan of Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastimes, and associates. And they define Trisha Krishnam as Gaur, or adorned with a golden complexion. Furthermore, it is stated in the Mundaka Upanishad, Yada pasya pasyate rukmavarnam kartaram isham purusham brahmayonim tada vidvan punya pape vidhuya niranjana paramang samyam upaiti. It's Mundaka Upanishad 3:1-3. When the living entities see when the living being sees that the entire universe has been manifested by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he whose complexion is beautiful like brilliant gold, who has Rukma Varna, who is the super soul of all and who is the supreme doer. And when he understands that this same Supreme Personality is the basis of the impersonal Brahma, then that wise living being attains transcendental knowledge and becomes free from both pious and sinful karmic reactions. Thus freed from his connection with the material energy and from the body comprised of that energy, he attains the supreme qualitative non-difference from the Lord, along with a spiritual form akin to his. Oh, I wonder the song by Srila Bhaktivedānta Thakur, Vedera prategya rakibharatare Rukma Varna Viprasuta. I wonder, because it says Rukma Varna. Rukma Varnam. I wonder if he's referring to this verse in that song. Anyways, okay. So, this evidence clearly proves that this golden complexion, this Rukma Varna, this golden complexion personality is also Swayam Bhagavan himself. The complexion of Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna is deep bluish black, and the complexion of Swayam Bhagavan Shri Gaurasundar is golden. At this point, the following doubt may arise. Is Swayam Bhagavan, that is, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, actually two separate personalities? The answer is no. This is not possible. Swayam Bhagavan is Ekam Eva Dvityam. He is one without a second. That's in the Chandogya Upanishad 6:1. This is the sole conclusion of the Shrutis. Para Brahma Swayam Bhagavan is the non-dual absolute truth, the Advai Gyan Paratattva. And therefore, Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Swayam Bhagavan Shri Gaurasundar can never be two different persons. In the above verse, the word samyam means possessing qualities or ingenuity like his. In other words, upon receiving darshan, audience of Shri Gaurasundar, the residents of this world become full of prem, pure love for God, just as he is. Furthermore, the potency to bestow that prem upon others is transmitted to them. It is stated, Jare deke tare koho Krishna nam, e mata Vaishnav koilo saba nijagram. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 7:101. As empowered representations of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, they would ask whomever they met to chant the names of Shri Krishna. In this way, they transformed all of their fellow villagers into Vaishnavas. Therefore, it is the absolute conclusion of the Shrutis, Smritis, the fifth Veda, Mahabharata, and the crest jewel of all scriptural evidence, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Mahaprabhu is in fact Swayam Bhagavan, the original supreme the unfolding of Śrī Gaur Hari's astonishing compassion. Sorry, I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay. Swayam Bhagavan's compassion, his karuna, when he appears as golden complexioned Śrī Sachinandan, is more extraordinary than his compassion when he appears as the sham-colored son of Sri Nanda Maharaj. And there's a footnote where it says Śrī Sachinandan. What does the footnote say? Okay, no need to read that one. Okay. Śrī Bhagavan is the ocean of compassion, and he is condensed joy personified. His compassion is present within every pastime he performs. In fact, each of his forms, his every incarnation, is overflowing with compassion, for this quality is the inherent quality of Bhagavan's nature. The essence of godhood of Bhagavata is certainly his madhurya, or sweetness. And it is in his compassion alone that this madhurya manifests. Without the blossoming of his compassion, it would be rare, nay, impossible, for one's mind and intelligence to conceive of, remember, or have darshan of the Lord's opulence and sweetness, or his transcendental qualities and pastimes, which attract the hearts of all the living beings in the world. What to speak of actually being able to behold them directly? The multitude of jivas, living entities, is the multitude of jivas is the prominent object of Śrī Bhagavan's karuna, or tender compassion. To immerse those living entities who are favorably disposed toward him in his pastimes, which are the ocean of ras and full of opulence and sweetness, verily constitutes the unprecedented unfolding or revelation of his merciful compassion. To make the living entities who are averse to him favorably inclined through any means possible is also the unfolding of his compassion. And to annihilate the wicked demons who are opposed to him and his devotees, and then grant them liberation, is even further evidence of the variegated nature of the unfolding of his tender compassion. The root cause of the advent of all of the Lord's incarnations, all of the Lord's avatars in this material world, is stated in the following verses of Sri Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkritam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. O descendant of Bharata, whenever there is a decline of religion and an increase of irreligion, at that time I manifest my eternally perfect form in this mundane world, to protect my unalloyed devotees, annihilate the wicked, and firmly establish religion. I appear in every age. In this way, if we reflect upon the root cause of the advent of all the incarnations of Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we can conclude that it is to protect the saintly persons, annihilate the demons, and establish proper religious conduct by destroying irreligion. However, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's advent has three special root causes apart from those mentioned in the above verses. Not even one of these three special causes is seen in relation to any other incarnation. So the three unique purposes of Śrī Gaur Hari's advent, that's not seen in any other incarnation. First, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu incarnated as a result of becoming subservient to his own tender compassion, his own karuna. And incarnated is not a good word. I think we'll probably change it in the next edition. Because Mahaprabhu didn't incarnate. Maybe manifest is a better word? Or advented. Descended. Descended works because avataran means to descend. So, So first, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu descended as a result of becoming subservient to his own tender compassion, his own karuna. Second, he descended to bestow the wealth of his own supremely radiant devotion, swabhakti, which is full of ras. Third, he appeared with a greed to taste his, that means his Krishna Swarup's unparalleled variegated sweetness, as relished by Srimati Radhika. He did this by accepting her mood and complexion, her bhav and kanti. In the following verse, Srila Rupa Goswami, providing the backdrop of Sri Sacinandana Gaur Hari's appearance, mentions the first two reasons. What were the first two reasons? Mahaprabhu becoming subservient to his compassion and wanting to bestow the wealth of his own supremely radiant bhakti, swabhakti, which is full of ras. So that those two things are mentioned in this verse here. Anarpita charim chirat karunaya vatirna kalo samarpaitum unato jvala rasang swabhakti shriyam hari purta sundara dyuti kadamba sandipita sada hridaya kandare spuratu va shachinandana. That's the second verse from Sri Vidagdha Madhav by Srila Rupa Goswami, and also the fourth verse in the Mangalacharan of Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita from the beginning. May the son of Srimati Shachi Devi, Shri Gaur Hari, forever manifest spontaneously within the innermost core of your heart. Adorned with the radiant splendor of molten gold, he has descended in the age of Kali out of his causeless compassion, Karuna, to bestow upon the world that which has not been given for an unimaginably long time, the beauty of his own brilliantly radiant Ujjvala Prema Ras Bhakti, service in the highest mellow of amorous love. Regarding the third reason, Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami has said, one second. I'm just getting a little, just plugging in my mouse. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oops. What happened? Okay, my computer's freaking out. Oh, I think my keyboard is. That's weird. One second. Guess I just have to disable Bluetooth. There. Okay. Hey, I just disconnected and it connected again. Sorry, guys. Disconnect. Doesn't want to disconnect. Okay, fine. Sorry, guys. All right, so the third reason. What was the third reason? The third reason is to taste the unparalleled variegated sweetness of his Krishna Sarup as relished by Srimati Radhika. So regarding that third reason, Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami has said, Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kedrisho Vanayaiva Swadyoryena Bhuta Madhurima Kedrisho Va Madiya Sokyam Chasya Maranubhavata Kedrisham Vetilo Bhat Tad Bhavadhya Samajani Shachi Garba Sindho Harindu. That's the sixth verse from the beginning of Adi Lila. How great is the glory of the deeply intense love, the pranay of Shri Radha. That's the pranaya mahima. What is the nature of my astonishing sweetness, which she alone relishes? That's my adbhuta madhurima. And what is the special kind of happiness? So what special kind of happiness does she experience upon tasting my sweetness? What's her anubhavata? And the sokyam, the happiness that she experiences, anubhavata. So intense greed to taste these three things arose within the heart of Sri Krishna. And to fulfill that intense desire, he took birth from the womb of Mother Shri Shachi, like the full moon rising from the ocean. Although the fundamental reasons behind all the incarnations, that's protecting the devotees, annihilating the demons, and establishing true religion, although the fundamental reasons behind all of Bhagavan's incarnations exhibit Bhagavan's compassion for all living beings, the word karuna, tender compassion, is not clearly stated as being the reason for the appearance of any incarnation other than Śrī Gaur Hari. Therefore, the compassion that Bhagavan exhibits as Śrī Gaur is so much greater than that exhibited by any other incarnation. Indeed, such a vast distinction has never before been manifested. In this regard, we present the following considerations. So, 8 unprecedented distinctions of Śrī Gaur Hari's compassion. So, the first one, no other incarnation bestowed bhakti upon all. As previously stated, the reason Śrī Bhagavan accepts unlimited incarnations is to protect the devotees, annihilate the demons, and establish true religion. According to scriptures such as Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, even the unfathomably deep and shoreless oceans are unable to properly bathe even one bodily hair of any of those influential incarnations like Matsya, Kurma, and Varaha. Yet there is no possibility of these incarnations bestowing bhakti. And avatars such as Sri Nrsimha, Vaman, and Parshuram remain exclusively confined to the specific purposes of their respective advents. Although, as we've heard many times, Nrsimhadev is, anyways, that's a different topic. But Nrsimhadev, for those who are wanting Vraj Bhakti, it's not, one is still one-pointed. One is still considered ekantik, even if he worships Nrsimhadev. It's not unfavorable for developing one's mood of, Vraj Ras, like wanting to taste Vraj Ras. Nrsimhadev is very helpful for that. Avatars such as Kapila and Dattatreya only instructed Sankhya Yoga, the yoga of analytical study of material elements. And the description of bestowing bhakti is not to be found in avatars like Buddha. Of all the avatars, only Sri Ramachandra and Sri Krishna Chandra attracted all living entities. Still, in regard to bestowing bhakti, that's a rag bhakti, they did not exhibit particular magnanimity, even to their own close associates. Sri Ramachandra proposed the benedictions of sense enjoyment, bhog, and liberation, moksha, to associates such as Lomasha Rishi, Sharabhanga, Sutikshna, the rishis of Dandakaranya, and even Kakabhushandi. In this way, he kept bhakti. Oh wait, and then there's a footnote. It says, these exalted associates of Lord Ram were not interested in personal enjoyment, and therefore, they did not actually accept bhog or moksha from him. Śrī Bhagavan reveals the exalted disposition of his pure devotees through such pastimes. In this way, he kept bhakti, in other words, rag bhakti, concealed. So when it says that the different avatars were not able to bestow bhakti, it's referring to rag bhakti. They could bestow ordinary bhakti, but not rag bhakti. So in this way, he kept bhakti, rag bhakti, concealed. And you can see Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 8:18 for the confirmation of this. Okay. Śrī Ramachandra is Maryada Purushottam, the incarnation of the Lord who establishes the rules of proper religious etiquette and conduct. It can therefore be understood that for him to conceal bhakti, rag bhakti, is actually appropriate. For by his withholding the bestowal of that bhakti, the etiquette of religious principles, the maryada, was not transgressed. Yet, for Sri Krishna, who is Lila Purushottam, that incarnation of the Lord who relishes superlative, ever-fresh pastimes, and who apparently transgressed maryada to some extent, it was certainly appropriate to be magnanimous by granting that same bhakti. But he also, to a large degree, concealed such swabhakti to him. Mostly, Krishna didn't just bestow this rag bhakti upon so many people, you know? So now here's a quote from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 5:6-18. Rajan patir gura alam bhavatang yadunang daivang priya kulapatis kvacha kinkarova astvenam anga bhagavan bhajatang mukundo muktim dadhati karhichit smana bhakti yogam. O king, it is true that Bhagavan Mukunda has become the maintainer, guru, worshipful deity, beloved, master, and sometimes even the servant of you and the Yadavas. Still, although that Bhagavan Shri Krishna easily grants liberation to those who worship him, he does not easily give them bhakti to himself. So that's some evidence from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that Krishna does not easily give them bhakti to himself. This raga bhakti. Krishna jadi chute bhakte bhukti mukti diya kavu prem bhakti na den rakhen lukaiya. At Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 8:18. Shri Krishna immediately delivers liberation, mukti, or worldly sense pleasure, bhukti, according to the devotee's desires. But he does not easily give pure, unalloyed, loving devotion, prem bhakti. Indeed, he keeps hidden. On our Vainav devotion, on my Vainav devotion website, I recently sent out something from Srila Bhaktivedānta Thakur. One second, let me just from Navadip Mahatma on this same point. Wait, just one second. Vine. Never mind. It's not loading for some reason. Fine. Oh, there it is. Okay. So Vrindavan manifest is Navadip. Okay, so this is from Navadip Mahatma. See the distinction between the tattva of Navadip and that of Vraj. In Vraj, those who are offensive to Krishna attain undifferentiated nirvana. But here in Navadip, offenders attain the priceless jewel of prem. Thus, Gaura's pastimes are supreme. Gaura's abode, Gaura's name, and Gaura's form and qualities pay no heed to offenses and are expert in delivering everyone. If offenses remain in the practitioner's heart, Krishna's name and Krishna's abode deliver him only after a long time. Through Gaura's name and Gaura's abode, however, prem arises instantly, and offenses pose no impediment. Okay, so now 2. Shri Gaur Hari gives prem, pure love of Godhead, without considering qualification. Sorry, pure love of God, without considering qualification. In this way, possible, keeps his bhakti hidden, even from those who worship him. However, in his form of Sri Gauranga, in order to inundate all jivas with bhakti ras via his instructions, touch, glance, and inspiration, he accepted sannyas, the renounced order, and traveled broadly. And he sent his associates through the lands as his emissaries, manifesting deities and devotional scriptures through them. Thus he freely and generously, with both hands, distributed pure love for his holy name. You see, lots of times you'll see vigrahas of Mahaprabhu with both hands down, like Gaur Gadadhar. You see, right? They both have their hands down, both hands distributing. Thus he freely and generously, with both hands, distributed pure love for his holy name. Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī states, Santvavatara Bhava Pankaja. Is this a verse? Anyways, I'm just gonna. Santvavatara Bhava Pankaja Nabhasya Sarvato Bhadra Krishnar Anya Kova Tatasvapi Premado Bhavati. Yes, prose. That's from Rupa Goswami's Lagu Bhagavatamrita Purvakanda, verse 303. let that form of Bhagavan who has a lotus stemming from his navel ex- let that form of Bhagavan who has a lotus stemming from his navel expand unlimited incarnations, replete with all auspiciousness. But apart from Sri Krishna, who else can bestow prem upon surrendered souls? This is indeed true, but according to the Gita verse, Ye yata mang prapadyante, that's chapter 4, verse 11, which means, in whichever way a person surrenders to me, I reciprocate with him accordingly. So in that verse, Sri Krishna bestows bhakti in proportion to one's faith and qualifications. Neither less nor more, but the exact proportion only. It says, Ye yata mang prapadyate, according to somebody's love for me, then I give him. It is a fact that Sri Krishna's name is supremely magnanimous and merciful. In the past, present, and future, when chanted to indicate something else, when it's chanted sanket, or jokingly parihas, antagonistically stoba, or even disrespectfully hela, his name has delivered, is delivering, and will continue to deliver even those who chant a semblance of the name namabhas. So that's how powerful Krishna's name is, even just an abhas. And remember, the namabhas refers to these four things, can be these four things, indicating something else, jokingly, antagonistically, or disrespectfully. So even if somebody chants like that, the name has the power, has the power to deliver the person. Nevertheless, Krishna naam kore aparadher vichar, Krishna bolile aparadhir na hoy vikar. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 8:24, it says, in the chanting of Krishna Nam, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, offenses are seriously considered. For this reason only, an offender does not experience any spiritual transformation while chanting. But in contrast, we find this verse in relation to the sacred name of Gaur. Chaitanya Nityanande nahi esha vichar, nama loit prem den bahe ashrudhar. That's Adi Lila 8:31. Says, in regard to chanting the names of Śrī Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhu, such considerations do not exist. Rather, these names bestow prem upon the chanter, and tears of pure love cascade from his eyes. Very similar to this verse that we just read from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Offenses oppose no impediment. Aparad nahitar bada upajai. Okay. Not only this, E mana doyalu prabhu nahi tribhuvane Krishna prem janmai jar dur darashane. In the three worlds, there is no master as merciful as he, by whose mere audience Krishna prem awakens. I really like this section now. We're on section 3. Shri Gaur Hari surrendered to his mercy potency. Mahaprabhu took the back seat. He let his Karuna Shakti take the reins. The Karuna Shakti was in the driver's seat and he took a back seat. In this way, in the matter of bestowing prem, Śrīmad-Mahaprabhu's Karuna, his compassionate mercy, did not consider who was deserving and who was not. Considering all to be deserving, she, that Karuna Shakti, she immediately granted prem to whomever she came across. She personally made those who were undeserving eligible and filled them with the nectar of prem. Unata Ujjvala Swabhakti, the Lord's own brilliantly radiant service mood in the highest mellow of amorous love, is extremely difficult to obtain even for the Lord's dearmost associates like Sri Narad. So what to speak of Sadhak Bhaktas? However, when Sri Gaur's Karuna extended herself without any obstruction, fully retaining her independence, that supremely rare nectar of Unata Ujjvala Prem inundated the whole world like a powerful flood. Śrīmad Mahaprabhu gave full freedom to his unprecedented mercy, his Karuna potency, telling her, Karuna, I surrender unto you. In whichever direction you choose, however far you want to go, and to whatever place you want to travel, drown everyone, the offenders, the antagonists, the neutral, the faithful, the faithless, the ordinary devotees, and the special devotees. Drown everyone in the flood of prem. In this flood of prem, first the hills of Kulia, the blasphemous students of Navadvip, then the valley of Nilachal, Advaitavatis such as Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and last the highest peaks of the mountains of Kashi, the offender Advaitavadi Prakashananda Saraswati and his 60,000 disciples. In this flood of prem, the hills of Kulia, the valley of Nilachal, and the highest peaks of Kashi, everything was drowned beneath the bottom of abyss, Atala. Sri Gaura's tender compassion has such unparalleled sweetness, such astonishing gaiety, such incomparable magnanimity, and such unprecedented distinction that it is not seen even in Lila Purushottam Shri Krishna, who can also bestow prem. Four, only the original Lord can exhibit all other forms of Godhead. Each of Bhagavan's other incarnations that he exhibits in this world maintains the same particular form from the beginning of that incarnation's advent until the end. Only when he appeared as Sri Krishna did he reveal other forms. He showed his four-armed form to Devaki and Vasudev, and also to the gopis, his universal form to Arjuna, and his form of Sri Ram to Hanuman in Dwarka. This is possible for Sri Krishna because he is Swayam Bhagavan, that form of the Supreme Lord who has no source other than himself. But other avatars, such as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, and Sri Ram, did not at any point manifest a form other than their own. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, however, showed devotees the particular form of Bhagavan that they cherished, and he did this before everyone present. He showed, like we remember it's Madhya Kanda chapter 9, I think. That's the manifestation of his Mahaprakash, the 21-hour ecstasy, Sat Prahariya Bhav. So, like that, he showed his Nrsimha form to Shivas and to Nrsimhananda. He showed his Ram form, along with Sri Ram's associates, to Murari Gupta. He manifested his Yagya Varaha form, the Lord bore the form of sacrifice, his four-armed form, his six-armed form, or his eight-armed form to some, and his form as Sri Krishna holding a flute to others. And he manifested his form as Rasaraj Mahabhav to Sri Rai Ramananda. Along with the fact that he is directly Swayam Bhagavan, this attribute establishes his prominence among all of his other incarnations. Now, 5. Sri Gaur Hari's compassion unfolds fully. In all of Bhagavan's other incarnations, he protected the saintly persons, who thus directly experienced his tender compassion. And by establishing true religion, the Lord benefited the sincere devotees of the absolute truth. Thus, they too experienced his mercy. In those incarnations, Bhagavan annihilated the demons and granted them a spiritual destination, spiritual gati. Thus, he is known as Hatari Gati Dayak, he who bestows a spiritual destination upon those demoniac persons he kills. Shri Krishna not only gave liberation, mukti, to the demons he slayed, but he even granted liberation to those who were killed by his associates, such as Arjuna and Bhima. The Lord's compassion for the demons is a cause of wonder. He even gave the demoness Putana the status of his own nurse. But at what moment did the demons have any realization of the compassion of Bhagavan Shri Krishna bestowed upon them? It was only after their death, upon attaining a place at his lotus feet, that they realized it. As long as they were alive, they had no experience of it at all. Nor could any of their relatives, such as their sons or wives, realize that compassion or kuruna, save Kaliya and his wives. Up until their very last breath, these demons and their families were convinced that Krishna had treated them only with cruelty. For these reasons, in all of Bhagavan's other incarnations, the unfolding of the sweetness of his karuna was incomplete. On the other hand, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu never carried any type of weapon, nor did he ever take anyone's life. Rather, he purified the consciousness of all beings by giving them the holy name of the Lord. Śrī Gaur did not annihilate the demons themselves. Rather, he destroyed their demoniac disposition. This unique speciality is seen exclusively in this avatar. For example, Jagai and Madhai, Chand Kazi, the blasphemous students in Navadvip, and the impersonalist Prakashananda Saraswati of Kashi and his disciples, they were all inimical to Sri Vishnu and the Vaishnavas, and thus were severe offenders. Yet, by the tender compassion of Śrīmad Mahāprabhu, they all became Mahabhagavats. Along with their respective wives, sons, and disciples, in their very lifetime, they realized and relished the sweetness of his unprecedented compassion. Thus, they were blessed, and their lives became successful. 6. Shri Gaur Hari was inconceivably anxious to deliver all souls. When Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu used to meet with his associates, he would inquire from them how all the jivas could be delivered, like we read at the beginning of Harinam Chintamani, which we're reading now. He asked Haridas Thakur how all jivas can be delivered. So this included all the animals, birds, grass, creepers, shrubs, and all other moving and non-moving living beings. Associates such as Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita Prabhu, and Sri Haridas Thakur would reply, "Through your resounding Harinam Sankirtan, all moving and non-moving living beings will certainly be delivered. Simply by being touched by the air that has mingled with the sound of pure Nam, a person is certain to be delivered. It is a fact that the unprecedented manner in which the Lord's Karuna unfolds through the propagation of loud Shri Nam Sankirtan, as witnessed in the avatar of Shri Gaur, is not seen in any other incarnation. Nor do we see that any other incarnation possesses such an intense mood of eagerness to deliver the living entities as does Shri Gaur. Besides Shri Gaur Hari, no other form of Bhagavan personally taught the living entities of this world how to propagate and practice the precepts and conduct of bhakti." Now, 7. The 7th speciality. Shri Gaur Hari, he who relishes ras to the highest extent and who is supremely merciful to all. It is stated in Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4:16, Rasika Shekhara Krishna Paramakaruna. Krishna is Rasik Shekhar, he who relishes ras to the highest extent, and Paramakaruna, he who is supremely merciful to all. When we reflect upon this, we can see that it is indeed true that Krishna is Rasik. He is the enjoyer of ras, and he is Karuna, he is compassionate. Nevertheless, as long as he has not accepted the mood, the bhav, and the complexion, the kanti of Srimati Radhika, and appeared as Śrīmad Mahāprabhu, he can neither relish ras to the highest extent, nor be supremely merciful to all. This is because, in his pastimes as Krishna, his 3 desires remain unfulfilled, and it was only in his pastimes as Shri Gaur that he fulfilled and relished them, and truly became Rasik Shekhar, the crest jewel of those who relish transcendental mellows. Shri Krishna stole butter, and he also stole the hearts of the gopis. But he could not steal Shri Radha's complexion or her moods of Madan, Modan, and Mohan, which are her very own nature. For this reason, Shri Rai Ramananda says, Radha Bhava Duti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. I offer my obeisances again and again to that Krishna who is resplendent with the luster and intrinsic mood of Srimati Radhika. I think it's supposed to say Sri Rupa Goswami says, right? Anyways, okay. By granting liberation to the demons, Krishna relieved the burden of the earth, and thus he is Karuna, or merciful. Śrīmad Mahāprabhu, however, without the slightest hesitation, distributed prem, which is difficult for Brahma himself to attain. He gave that prem even to offenders, which even Brahma himself it's difficult for him to attain. For this reason, the superlative adjective is used, and he is known as Parama Karuna, supremely merciful and compassionate. And now this is the last section. 8. An astonishing speciality of Śrī Gaura-līla. There is yet another exceptional quality of Śrīmad-Mahaprabhu's Karuna. Krishna Prem will awaken in the heart of whoever utters the name of Gauranga. He who accepts the shelter of Gauranga will attain Rajendra Nandan Shri Krishna and his associates. One who takes shelter of the land of Gaura Mandal will attain eternal residence in Vraj. Aho! Those who drown in the ocean of the transcendental moods of Shri Gaura's love will float in the waves of Prem for Shishi Radha Madhav, as stated by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. Jai Gauranger Naam Loy, Tar Hoy Premadoy, Tare Mui Jai Boli Hari. Prem will awaken in that person who utters Gauranga's holy names. I give my heart and soul to him and exclaim, excellent, bravo! Gauranger Shangi Gane Nitya Siddha Kori Mane Shri Jai Vrajendra Sutta Pasha Shri Gauramanda Labhumi Jeva Jane Chintamani Tar Hoy Braja Bhume Vasa Tar Hoy Braja Bhume Vas. That person who accepts that Gauranga's personal associates are eternally perfected souls, that they are Nitya Siddha, is promoted to the transcendental abode of Rajendra Sutta, the son of the king of Vraj. One who knows the divine land of Shri Gauramandal to be transcendental touchstone, Chintamani, is in truth a resident of the land of Vraj. Gaura prema rasarnave, she tarange jeva dube, she radha madhava antaranga, she radha madhava antaranga. Gaur Prem is an ocean of ras. One who dives deep within the waves of that ocean becomes a confidential associate of Shishi Radha Madhav. How astonishing! One drowns in the Indian Ocean and arises in the Pacific Ocean. One drowns in the ocean of Gaur Prem and surfaces in the ocean of Radha Krishna Prem. One accepts the shelter of the associates of Gaur and becomes the maidservant, the dasi of Srimati Radhika. This is an astonishing speciality of Gaur Lila. Okay, so now the final section of this book. It's very short. It's Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's most sacred gift, Parakya Bhav. Also, in the realm of sadhya, the goal, sadhan, the spiritual practice to attain it, and upasana, the process of worship, the significance of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's gift stands as even more radiant and incomparable. Lucid insight into the subject of Parakya Bhav, transcendental paramour love, is found in Sri Krishna Karnamrita and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam's Ras Panchadhyaya, the 5 chapters describing Sri Krishna's Ras Lila, and in the songs of Chandidas and Vidyapati. However, prior to the advent of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, no other Vaishnavacharya had imparted such explicit teachings on Parakya Bhav in regard to sadhya and sadhan. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's one-pointed followers who fulfill his heart's inner desire, his manobhishta, such as Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, and Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, they have established in their authoritative books like Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Sri Ujjvala Nilamani, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita respectively, that Parakya Bhav is the only and ultimate conclusive truth, the only siddhanta in the matter of the transcendental goal and the means to attain it. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 447-49 states, Parakya bhave ati raser ulas, brajavina ihar anyatra nahi vas. In Parakya Bhav, the mood of transcendental paramour love, there is extreme jubilation in ras. This mood does not reside anywhere other than in Vraj. Brajavadu ganer e bhavanirabadi, dharmadhe Śrī Radhaya bhaver abadi. This mood is without limit in the young, this mood is without limit in the young brides of Braj. Among them, it culminates in Śrī Radha. Prodha nirmala bhav prema sarvotama, Krishner madhurya rasa ashvad karana. Her mature, immaculate love surpasses that of all others, and is the sole cause of her relishing the nectar of Sri Krishna's transcendental sweetness. Sri Premananda Das Thakur has also sung with great joy, Emon Shachira Nandana Vine, Emon Shachira Nandana Vine, O Prema Bolinam Ati Adbhuta Shruta Hoitokar Kane. Oh, without the mercy of Sri Gaurasundar, the son of Shachi, who could have ever heard that extremely wonderful word Prem? Shri Krishna namera swaguna mahima keva janaito ara o vrindavi pine maha madurima pravisha hoito kara. Who else would have told us the unlimited glories and transcendental qualities of Shri Krishna's holy name? If Shri Gaur Hari had not appeared and described the unfathomable sweetness of Vrindavan, who could have become immersed in the sweetness of that Vrindavan? Keva janaito radhara madhurya rasha jasha chamatkara tar anubhav satvika vikar gochara chilo vakara. Without Rasik Shekhar Shri Gaur Hari, who else could have informed us of the sweetness relished by Shri Radha and of the astonishing glories of her Madhur Ras, her amorous love, which embodies the highest stages of Mahabhav, Modan, Madan, and various other ecstasies. Before Shri Shachinandan, Gaur Hari revealed her Anubhavs and divine sattvic transformations. Who was able to comprehend this subject? Vraje je vilas rasa maharas prema parakiya tattva gopira mahima vyabhichari sima kara avagati chilo eto. Without him, who could have understood the transcendental pastimes of Raj, such as Ras Lila and Maharas, the loving affairs and the reality, the tattva of Parakiya Ras? Who made it possible to know the glories of the gopis and the limits of their transcendental transitory emotions, Vyabhichari Bhavs? Dhanya Kali Dhanya Nitai Chaitanya Parama Karuna Kori Vidya Gochar Je Prema Vikar Prakashe Jagata Bhori. O age of Kali, you are most blessed and glorious, for within you, Shri Gaur Hari and Shri Nityananda Prabhu have appeared on this earth out of their supreme compassion. They filled the world with the revelation of such superlative transformations of prem, which are incomprehensible even to Shri Brahma. Uttamaya Dhamma Kichuna Bachilo Jachia Dile Kokola Kohe Premanande Emon Gorange Antare Dhori Adola. Without discriminating between who is elevated and who is fallen, they embraced everyone and granted this prem. Shri Premananda says, O brothers, wander in this world, keeping that Shri Gauranga locked in the core of your heart. The joyfulness and saturation of extreme sweetness that exists in the speciality of Shri Gaur's Karuna as she blossoms and reveals herself is wholly indescribable and incomparable. This absolute sweetness is seen in Shri Gaur Hari's manifesting his very own nature, his very own swarup, in his purifying of degraded persons, and his bestowing Swabhakti Shriyam, the beauty of his own loving devotion, and his delivering the jivas of the future, in his illuminating the highest limits of the very constitutional nature of the living beings, or in other words, in his revealing the utmost limit of their Krishna Prem, and his distributing Nam Prem, the holy name uttered in pure love of God, and above all, in his relishing the incomparable loveliness of Shri Krishna. The sweetness of the revelation of Shri Gaura's divine compassion is not witnessed in any other age, nor manifest in any other form of Bhagavan. Therefore, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has said, O saintly persons, O sadhus, my sincere request is that you place everything else at a distance and develop deep, single-pointed attachment to the lotus feet of Śrī Caitanya Chandra. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari's Karuna Shakti Ki Jai. Jai Shri Sarveshwari, Raseshwari, Shri Vishabhanunandini Shrimati Radha Thakurani Ki Jai. Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. All right, so that is our reading for today. Thank you for letting me go over time. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just do a very short Mahamantra and end with a short Jaidvani. And then tomorrow we'll complete our reading of Shri Harinam Chintamani, the last chapter. Right, so. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaur Gadadhar Jai, Gaur Gadadhar, Gaur Gadadhar, Jaya Gaur Gadadhar, Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya, Prabhupada, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju Ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Gurudeva Ki Jai. Śrīla Param Gurudev Ki Jai. Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Gan Ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Jai Shri Prem Purushottam Kali Yuga Pavan Avatari Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Jai Shri is it Jagannath Mishra's great festival Ki Jai. Jai Shri Shachi Mata Ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan. Jai Shri Vishwarup Ki Jai. Shri Lakshmi Priya Vishnu Priya Devi Ki Jai. Jai Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranams Nari Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Guru Nishta Prabhu, Nitai Mukeshji, Yashoda Didi, and Keshav Prabhu, Vidyalala Sadidi, Hari Priya Didi, Raseshwari Mataji, Indira Mataji, Amit Dandekar, Rukmini Didi, and all the other devotees watching. I see there are 10 devotees there. Pranams to all of you, whoever you are, and also pranam to all the devotees watching in the future. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow to read the end of Sri Harinam Chintamani. I'm not sure, it might take a couple days for us to finish it actually, because it's a very, very deep, high chapter, and it's a topic I'm not very familiar with, so I have to do lots of revision and keep on going over everything again and again, even just for the tiniest speck of it to even enter my intellectual brain. Of course, it's like this is our goal, what we're reading in Harinam Chintamani, this last part. And then after that, we will read, I don't know what's next. I'm thinking maybe Bhakti Tattva Vivek by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur, because right now we're on a Bhaktivedānta Thakur program, just reading everything by him. And as soon as I send the songs or the songbook to the printers, then we will restart our Bhaktivedānta Giti Dhara program, going through every single song of Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur. But yeah, now I think. All right, if anybody has any other suggestions, any book by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur. We could also just go through his many articles. He wrote so many different articles. We could go, that would be a fun program actually. Anyhow, I'm open to anything. So, all right, Dandavat Pranams. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow. Hari Bol.